Hello there people, my name is Amanamaz and today I'm giving my thoughts on the new Disney Plus Star Wars show, The Bad Batch. I say it's new, it's been out for 16 weeks, but I'm just doing a season review I guess. And if you don't know, The Bad Batch is a squad of elite clone troopers with genetic mutations that set them apart from the Regs, as the Bad Batch call them. For example, Wrecker has superhuman strength, Tech is a lot smarter than the Regs, the regular clones that the Batch call them, and Hunter has heightened senses. For example. So, we follow them during the events of Order 66 and the fallout of the Republic becoming the Empire. And without going into detailed spoilers or as to why, one of the Batch, Crosshair, betrays the team and joins the Empire and is now tasked with hunting down his brothers. The main theme of the show is that the Batch, who have known nothing but war and was purposely bred for it, finally think for themselves and become individuals, if you know what I mean. The show is a good bridge between the original trilogy and the prequels. Like, it shows the beginning of the clones being phased out for regular soldiers and how the newly formed empire starts treating its planets in the name of, air quotes, peace, and how different it was to the Republic. This at times though felt like filler. If you're interested in seeing how exactly things changed under the empire and the politics and the law regarding clones, then you would enjoy these air quotes filler episodes a lot more. But if you're more interested in following the Batch and the main story, then it'll definitely feel like this season could have been cut down a few episodes. I was a mix of both, to be honest. Like, everything regarding the clones I was really into, but there were times where I felt like it was skippable. Or at least I could forward it, kind of like those moments that you skip when you watch porn, if you know what I mean. Oh, for fuck's sake, what am I saying? Anyway, back to my point of some bits feeling like they're filler. There were a few episodes where the Batch were hardly in it, and they were the ones that really dragged down the episodes for me a bit. If you've seen the sequel trilogy, the show heavily hints to plot points regarding Snoke and the Emperor, and deliberately leave them open-ended. In the second season, I hope they follow up on that, regardless of what people think of the sequels. This show, I think, will really flesh out those moments, much like how the Clone Wars did for the prequels. Other things I enjoyed about the show were that you get a real sense of brotherhood between the Batch, and not just between them, but there's also a camaraderie, I think, between them and like the regular clones, or at least the important ones like Captain Rex, Hauser, and Gregor. With the not so important clones, it's very much one-sided. Like, the Batch still stun them while being shot at with live rounds or lasers or whatever terminology the Star Wars universe has. Omega, the young girl clone, is introduced. She's mainly there to give exposition on the clone's lore and background, but she isn't just an exposition machine. She has her own arc and feels like she belongs in the group, even though she's a young girl in a group of veteran soldiers, which kind of feels irresponsible, to be honest. Though her relationship with Wrecker is cute, as he's the more dim-witted, childish one of the Batch. You know, the whole brawn over brains kind of guy. The animation is really good, especially when it's of the environment. Like, there's one scene of an explosion on the water world of Camino, and it genuinely looked so real. I was so impressed by it. Overall, the show was good. I found it really enjoyable despite having a bit of filler. The highs of this show wasn't as high as the Clone Wars, but it's only been one season so far, and there's definitely room for improvement, and has the potential to tell some really interesting stories. If I had to give the show a rating, it'll probably be a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It's a very solid show, and I look forward to season 2 and where it takes the Batch. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Please like and subscribe, by the way, and peace.